more terrifying phenomenon is forming. A storm made of fire itself. When the fires become large enough, they create their own weather system. Welcome to the firestorm. The storm feeds itself oxygen, creating winds of hundreds of miles per hour that blow inwards, not outwards. The sky unleashes a different kind of storm, one made from the city itself, a torrent of glass. And this is what remains, a testament etched onto the skyline, a warning from the void.
Our story does not begin in New York. It begins here, in the silent void.
It is not large, the size of an office building. It has traveled for millions of years. It has passed colossal planets. And now,
below, a city of millions begins a new day, completely unaware.
Our AI algorithms reconstruct an ordinary day to visualize the extreme contrast with what is to come. The symbol of hope, standing guard over a city, unaware of its uninvited guest. The first moment of contact, not with the ground, but with the air. The planet's invisible shield begins to react.
To the astronauts, it would look like the most spectacular shooting star ever seen. A terrifyingly beautiful sight.
On the ground, the first people notice it, not with their ears, but with their eyes. Curiosity quickly overtakes confusion. Thousands of lenses turn to the sky to capture a phenomenon they cannot explain. Atmospheric pressure is crushing it. It is becoming a massive thermobaric device, triggered by our own atmosphere.
What was that? Control, did you see that?
Mayday, we're hit. We're going down.
The energy accumulates to its peak.
The ritual is complete. The stone gives up its form, sacrificing itself to become pure, incandescent energy.
Phase 1 of the catastrophe begins. The phase of light. Thermal radiation, moving at the speed of light, is the first assault. Unseen, unheard, but with scorching power.
Our AI simulates surface temperatures rising by thousands of degrees in a single second.
Every flammable material in the epicenter becomes fuel. A spontaneous, city-scale conflagration.
The AI visualizes every detail, from the deformation of metal to the chemical change of materials. The icons of pop culture, erased by a primal law of physics.
And where a life once stood, a shadow is now etched into stone, a permanent tombstone of light.
Even water cannot resist this heat. The river's surface boils in an instant.
The torch that promised freedom is now being unmade, its copper flame returning to the furnace of creation.
The thermal radiation phase ends in seconds, but it has planted the seeds for a greater destruction.
And then, an unnatural calm falls over the city. A false peace before the second assault arrives.
The atmosphere, compressed into a weapon, arrives to collect its debt.
Architectural icons designed to withstand wind and storms, but not a supersonic gale. The immense pressure differential. The air inside the buildings is compressed before it blasts everything apart. The force of the shockwave overcomes gravity. The normal laws of physics no longer apply. This is the exact image recorded at Tunguska, a forest combed by an invisible brush of power, an engineering marvel that stood for over a century, brought down in mere seconds.
The AI calculates the stress and failure points of the materials, creating a terrifyingly accurate simulation of the collapse.
Not just on land, The pressure impacts the water's surface, creating a localized tsunami. A secondary chain of disaster begins. This destruction gives birth to another. Even a 225-ton mass of copper and steel cannot stand firm.
The devastation is not just on the surface, but at its very core.
The symbol of hope finally succumbs to the power of the cosmos. The effect does not stop at Manhattan. Its energy radiates for tens of miles. The sound of the explosion, the last thing to arrive, would be heard in neighboring states, the thunder from a cloudless storm.
The city, now a wound, exhales its very substance into the sky. It reaches for the heavens that smote it, creating a monument of dust in its own image.
After the fire and the wind comes the dust, a shroud to cover the planet's scar.
The phase of immediate destruction is over. But the nightmare has only just begun. The shockwave provided the fuel. Now, the flames begin to find each other.
A new, more terrifying phenomenon is forming. A storm made of fire itself.
When the fires become large enough, they create their own weather system. Welcome to the firestorm. The storm feeds itself oxygen, creating winds of hundreds of miles per hour that blow inwards, not outwards.
Inside the firestorm, temperatures are hot enough to melt steel and glass. Everything is fuel. AI algorithms reconstruct one of nature's most terrifying phenomena, a cyclone made entirely of fire. New York, the city of lights, now emits a light of its own.
It cannot be extinguished. It cannot be controlled. It only stops when all the fuel is consumed.
From orbit, the mark of the catastrophe is unmistakable. A wound on the face of the planet.
The AI allows us to fast forward time, to witness the entire life cycle of this monster, from its birth to its death.
And then, the quiet returns. A heavier, more permanent quiet.
The concerns of yesterday, rendered meaningless by the scale of the universe.
Now, the analysis of the chaos.
The energy released in these few seconds is equivalent to thousands of tactical nuclear warheads.
The destruction is not just physical.
The impact on the climate would be devastating. The vast amount of soot injected into the stratosphere would block sunlight.
The world will now learn the meaning of cold, a winter born not of ice, but of fire.
The contrast is absolute. A reminder that what we build over centuries can be erased in minutes.
Could this scenario be avoided? Humanity is developing shield systems, silent guardians in orbit. We are no longer helpless. Human ingenuity, the same that built New York, is also what can protect it. But the threat is endless. There are millions of objects out there. We have found only a fraction of them. Ultimately, this simulation is not just about destruction. It's about our fragility, about the precious home we all share.
Time does not heal all wounds, but life always finds a way.
Our AI does not just simulate endings, it also visualizes new beginnings, a world without us. The roads that were once symbols of civilization are now trails for the wild.
The arrogance of our architecture will become a garden for a world that has forgotten our name.
But today, it is still here, vibrant and resilient.
a testament to human creation.
Do not think this is just science fiction. In 2013, a much smaller asteroid exploded over Chelyabinsk, Russia.
It was just a small warning, a reminder that the universe has not forgotten us.
So, we build new eyes, digital watchtowers to scan the dark, to look for the next herald.
Their mission is to map the threat, to turn the unknown into the known, to replace fear with preparation. This is a global effort, because the sky belongs to no single nation, and neither does this threat. The future of planetary defense might not be one large weapon, but we are building a shield, not of steel, but of ingenuity and cooperation.
And we find that the fire needed to move a mountain in the heavens. Creation and annihilation, born of the same atom, separated only by a choice.
AI technology allowed us to witness this catastrophe safely. It is our most powerful tool to understand and to warn.
Within these lines of code is not just logic. There is imagination.
We have shown you a possible future, a warning, encoded in light and sound.
The final question is not whether we can stop it, but rather, are we wise enough to act before it's too late? History has provided the warnings.
The rest is up to us.
If this simulation made you think, share it. Knowledge is only powerful when it is spread.
We ask you now, what world should we unmake so that yours may be saved?
The best ideas will become the subject of our next video.
Now,
And
go
while
and
we
look at
wait,
the world you
explore
have.
the other terrifying explosions we've already reconstructed. Thank you for watching Destructive Explosions.
Cherish what we have.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to join us for other incredible scenarios.